And in our top business story, the UAE has been ranked third among the Organization of Islamic Cooperation Economies in the inaugural 2015 Islamic Growth Markets Investment Index. Released yesterday, the index shows that the investment potential across the 57 OIC countries is well above the world average, with the member countries representing a combined GDP of $6.7 trillion in 2013. These countries are also projected to grow at a higher rate than rest of the world, with data showing that OIC countries will grow at a rate of 5.4% between 2015 to 2019, above the general projected rate of world growth of 3.6% and 3.9% for BRIC nations. The report also creates for the first time an investment index ranking OIC members' investment potential linked to key sectors across the region. Malaysia, Indonesia and the UAE lead the 2015 Islamic Growth Markets Investment Index, which ranks countries' investment potential relatively within the OIC member country groupings. Indonesia showed the strongest growth fundamentals among the top three, having the highest population and GDP $870 billion, while Malaysia has the strongest investment momentum, illustrated by 217% FDI inflows growth from 2009 to 2013. The top OIC sector clusters identified by size are energy, food and agriculture, and travel and transportation. Energy is the largest OIC sector cluster, representing 43% of the total of all global exports. A new study has shown that Dubai-based Emirates Airlines supports more than 85,000 jobs and adds €6.8 billion to the European economy. The research by Frontier Economics, a European consultancy, estimates that Emirates operations supported 85,100 jobs across the EU in 2013-14, equivalent to €6.8 billion of the EU's total GDP. In addition, the report stated that Emirates Airbus A380 deliveries for the same period supported 41,000 jobs, equivalent to €3.4 billion GDP. The study outlined the economic effect that the airline has in Europe, where Emirates' presence in 28 European cities significantly contributed to regional development, especially in non-hub markets that have traditionally been overlooked by other carriers. The Frontier analysis, which covered 28 cities served by Emirates in 16 EU member states, identified a total of 220 routes from Europe that are unique to Emirates. It said 21 of these are non-stop connections from European cities to Dubai, and the remaining 199 routes are unique one-stop connections via Dubai. Using any other airline or alliance on these unique routes would require at least one more additional stop. Dan Elliott, founder and director of Frontier Economics, said some of Emirates' competitors have in the past accused the airline of having a negative impact on Europe, but the Frontier analysis paints a different picture. The report stated that research shows that the direct, indirect and induced impact of Emirates operations and the development of connectivity to secondary cities in particular makes a substantial contribution to EU GDP. And continuing with aviation, flydubai has reported a net profit of 250 million dirhams, an increase of 12.3% compared to 2013, with total revenue of 4.4 billion dirhams for 2014. The low-cost carrier said it flew 7.25 million passengers in 2014, with increases seen on routes to Africa of 14%, Central Asia at 57%, Europe 11% and the subcontinent with an 11% increase. The airline added 23 new routes last year, creating a network of 86 destinations, while also increasing frequency on many of its existing routes. The airline now operates 1,400 flights per week. The airline said it continued to strengthen its team last year by increasing the number of staff to 2,883, including 571 pilots, 1,235 cabin crew and 221 engineers. It added that fuel remains the single largest cost at 36% of the total operating costs, and though lower than the previous year, has benefited from the downward trend in fuel prices starting from the last quarter of 2014. Dubai-based property developer Nshama has announced the launch of its first residential community development, which is targeted specifically at UAE residents. During a press conference today, company officials revealed the master plan of their project called Town Square, which will feature over 3,000 townhouses and 18,000 apartments, located around a large commercial and retail space. Located on the Al Qudra Road, past the Arabian Ranches and Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club, developers say that the community, which is spread over 750 acres, should become the Emirates' new central location. During the press briefing, the developers announced that the first residential phase will consist of the Zahra townhouses, which are expected to be ready by the end of 2017. Sales and bookings for the residential units are expected to begin on Saturday, the 7th of March. Targeted at end users who are based in Dubai, developers say that they aim to provide affordable living, with the prices for the 3- and 4-bedroom units to start from just 999,800 dirhams. Although pricing for the apartments has not yet been finalized, it was announced that construction work on the project will begin this month, adding that they aim to complete the apartments by 2018. Commenting on the development, the CEO of Nshama stated that UAE residents represent a wide market and they aim to offer those currently renting properties an opportunity to become homeowners.
We're hoping to encourage end users rather than speculators to purchase here. We'll be selling 1 unit per person, not multiple units. People won't be able to flip immediately. They'll have to purchase the property. After it's theirs, they can do whatever they wish. But we're trying to encourage homeowners. We want people who are renting to have the opportunity to have a great lifestyle, live in a nice master planned community with good facilities at an affordable price. We're targeting the people 20, 35,000 a month salary. We did extensive research with Jones Lang LaSalle, and they identified a niche market or a white space within the market where there's lots of units required now and over the next 5 to 10 years on this salary bracket. So that's the income group we've targeted mainly, but this is such a great community. Everyone will want to live there, not just middle income people. The facilities are fantastic.